In this video, we're going to be talking about how to find the area of regular polygons, and let's remind ourselves what a regular polygon is. It is any polygon that has all the same angles and same length sides, so congruent angles and congruent sides. So typically we talk about like equilateral triangles, anything that looks pretty balanced and good. So we have two formulas here. One formula is just for a regular polygon, and that is A equals 1/2 A times P, and you probably are wondering what those letters stand for. A is for apothem. We're going to talk about what that is, and P is for perimeter. So we multiply the apothem and the perimeter together, divide by 2 to get the area. So this is just for a regular polygon, like I said, regular polygon. And then we have another one for a rhombus. Remember, a rhombus is like a diamond. And this area is 1/2 times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. And diagonals are what connect opposite corners of, or opposite angles of the rhombus. So let's look at some examples of how to do this. For the equilateral triangle, remember that our formula is A equals 1/2 times A times P. The apothem in any regular polygon is the distance from the center of the polygon to one of the sides, to the middle of one of the sides. So this is the shortest distance right here because it is a right angle that plays into that. You are going to be given the apothem for this lesson and the next one, and you'll have to maybe find the perimeter eventually. Today, I'm going to be giving you side lengths of all your polygons so you can calculate that perimeter. So we know here that it is going to be 1/2 times the apothem, which is 3, and we need to find the perimeter. 6 squared root of 3 is one side length, and there are 3 side lengths for the triangle, so we can multiply 3 times 6 squared root of 3, and we get 18 squared root of 3. So we multiply this by 18 squared root of 3. I'm going to multiply 18 times 1/2 to get 9, multiply by 3, we get 27 squared root of 3 units squared. And that is our area of this triangle. The next one I have is a regular hexagon. Same formula here. A equals 1/2 times the apothem times the perimeter. So 1/2 times 9 times the perimeter. On this one is a hexagon, so it's 6 sides. Perimeter equals 6 times 6 squared root of 3, which is 36 squared root of 3. So we multiply by 36 squared root of 3 up here. 1/2 times 36 is 18. 18 times 9 is 162. Square root of 3 units squared. There's the area for a regular hexagon. Let's talk about finding the area of a rhombus. Remember, our formula is 1/2 times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. If you have not written these formulas down already, I suggest you do that. It would be good. So how do we find the length of a diagonal? Because this is only giving us part of it. And we know that if we have perpendicular lines in the middle of a rhombus, that it makes our diagonals like cut exactly in half here. So that means diagonal 1 is going to be 12. 6 times 2 is 12. And diagonal 2 is 4 squared root of 5. Remember, we just multiply this by 2, multiply this by 2. There. Okay, so we end up with 24 squared root of 5 units squared. We could probably check this by finding the area of a triangle that's formed here. So for example, if I wanted to find the area of this triangle right there, we know the area of a triangle is 1/2 base height. In this case, our base is 2 squared root of 5. Height is 6. This ends up being 6 squared root of 5, and there are 4 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So multiply by 4, we end up with 24 squared root of 5 units squared, and that checks out. They both are the same. All right, what about a parallelogram here? We need to remember some properties of parallelograms. We just did these the other day, so they should be fresh in your mind. This angle right here is supplementary to 135, so that means it's 45 degrees. And that's good because we know we have a special triangle here if we draw our height of our parallelogram in. And when I was looking at some of your homeworks from the other day, this is where I saw us going wrong. You were taking 7 as the height instead of this other line, and we need to use this other line. So our 45, 45, 90 triangle, remember here that if this is, if that's x, this is x squared of 2. So that means to get from x squared of 2 to x, we need to divide by the square root of 2. 7 divided by the square root of 2, we need to multiply like this, and we end up with 7 squared of 2 over 2. That means this side is 7 squared of 2 over 2. That means our height is also 7 squared of 2 over 2. And our area of a parallelogram is base times height. So in this case, our base is 15, because that's right there. And our height is 7 squared of 2 over 2. 15 times 7 is 105. And we can add that square root of 2 over 2. And that is the area of our parallelogram. Make sure that you ask if you have any questions, and rewatch this video if you need to go over any examples another time.